Welcome to JD's Prep. In this problem, we are given the first few terms of a sequence, listed as -27, -12, +3, +18, and then the sequence is going to continue forever past that. We want to know which of the following expressions defines the nth term for this sequence, where a1 is equal to -27, that first term. Our four options are 15 minus 27n in number 1, 15 minus 27 times n minus 1 for the second one, -27 plus 15n for the third one, and -27 plus 15 times n minus 1 for number 4. For sequences like this, if we want to define the nth term of the sequence, a good place to start is to check and see if you have the same amount being added from one term to the next consistently throughout the sequence. So for instance, if I'm looking in between these first two terms up at the top here, the -27 and the -12, I'm adding 15 to get from -27 to -12. If I go from the -12 to the +3, I also add 15. There's -12 plus 15 will give me 3. And similarly, 3 plus another 15 will give me 18. Since I have the same amount being added to get from one term to the next, that implies that I'm going to have something of the form 15 times n in my sequence definition. Because every time I increase n by 1, I'm going to the next term in the sequence, and I want the value to increase by 15. So right away, I can eliminate numbers 1 and 2, because the 15 doesn't have an n with it, but the 27 does. I have 3 and 4 here, and while 3 explicitly has the 15n, number 4 also really kind of has a hidden 15n. The reason being, if I were to distribute this 15 onto the n minus 1, I would have -27 plus 15n minus 15. So I still have that 15n kind of hidden in there. So I'm down to just these two, because those are the ones that are going to give me a sequence where I add 15 to get from one term to the next. The only thing I need to decide yet is which one of those two gives me the value a1 equals -27, where n is the 1. And to do that, we can just plug in n equals 1 to both of those expressions. For number 3, if I plug in 1 in place of n, I would have a1 being -27 plus 15 times 1, which would be -27 plus 15, which is -12. But I want a1 to be -27, and here, number 3 is giving me a1 equals -12. So that one can't be it either. Checking in number 4, if I plug in n equals 1 here, I'll have a1 equals -27 plus 15 times 1 minus 1, but 1 minus 1 is 0. So we'll have -27 plus 15 times 0, and 15 times 0 is 0, so we have -27 plus 0, which is -27, the a1 term that we want. So the correct definition for our nth term of this sequence is going to be number 4, -27 plus 15 times n minus 1.